We are live. Hello. Welcome back, guys. This is your host, Master Grade Jess, and I am back, not as a host, really, like, we're just chilling here. Yeah. How are you guys? How are you guys doing?
We are all good.
Nice.
I'm glad to have you back.
Yeah.
Where have you been?
It's been a while. I've been busy with adult stuff. Like, I've been busy doing things that require a little bit more time and effort. But now I'm slowly coming back, starting off with this stream. I know there's a bunch of stuff on my plate regarding the Singularity event, which is still gonna, like, the whole, like, what's it called? Judging is gonna happen. And then more reviews, and then have to figure out the whole show thing now. But we'll talk about that later. I kind of want to know how you guys are doing on the roster right now. We have my boy Johnsy. What's up, Johnsy?
Good morning. It's 10:02 in the morning.
It's not even that early.
5 hours, 8 hours of sleep. No, it's pretty late. It's pretty late for me.
Cause you said, wait, you haven't slept?
No, I have.
Oh,
It's just too early.
how is it early? Okay, anyway, old school. How are you, man?
Well, at least he slept. I haven't had any sleep yet. It's 2 o'clock in the morning for me in the good old island of no Gunpla.
And then we have the Crow. What's up, man?
So I had a full night's sleep, 8 hours. So I'm definitely
Ready to
awake
go.
for this.
Nice. So you guys are all rested except for Old School, who I am keeping here against his will, which is pretty cool.
Yes, boys.
So first of all, I want to know what you guys have been doing this whole time, because I haven't been keeping in contact 100%. But like, Dronzy, what have you been doing, man? Just going to school and stuff?
Yeah, actually, I'm about to submit my 107-page MBA thesis after the show. So that's
Really?
it's a big milestone. Yeah.
That's awesome, dude. And real quick, Edsel, who is Grumpy, what's up, man? Noble, who is, of course, Noble, what's up? Magic Mike, Kasatria. Sorry, the music is a bit too loud. I already turned it down. I forgot to turn it down. Hey, I'm still a little rusty, okay? I'm coming back. But there it is. It should be better now. Cool, man. So you've been studying, but you said you haven't built like in a month, right?
Yeah, because of the paper. So
Damn.
after I submit it, I'm gonna burn some papers and then get back to building.
Burn some stuff. Nice.
Yeah.
How about you, Old School? What have you been up to, man?
I took most of the Christmas period off. I disappeared for a while, and now I'm back building and trying to fill out my display case as much as possible. So the year 2022 is time to unbox and build.
Nice. That's I was gonna say, like, your setup looks pretty nice from last time we spoke. Like, you completely changed it.
I have totally revamped everything. This is also part of the reason why I disappeared for so many months.
Nice.
So everything is now back and where it should be. So I can build and I can paint and I can display.
Nice. And hopefully more streams. We'll see you more live on here.
Oh yeah.
That'd be pretty cool. And then, of course, we have Crow, man. What have you been up to aside from working at 7-Eleven?
Man, 7-Eleven's been rough. I'm gonna tell you what, it's high traffic. No, just January. I think I've been doing more brainstorming than anything for what I want to do in 2022. I did paint the Helios right here early January, so that was like an accomplishment. It was like, oh, let's start the year off with a good painted build. Other than that, just making some videos with the safety manager inspections, and playing Pokemon. That's about it.
I was waiting for it. I was waiting for the Pokemon thing. Like, I was like, this guy's lying. This guy, all he's been doing is watching Pokemon the whole time. I mean, playing Pokemon. But that's awesome, dude. I've been watching your videos on the whole new Inspector. I think it's pretty fucking cool. Takes a lot of work, I would think, doing all of that stuff.
Yes.
So. But it's a pretty cool concept. I love it.
It's a lot of.
Know what were you gonna say?
I'd say there's a lot of filming of A-roll and B-roll separately, so you have to have the script and just know your placement and you know, camera angles and stuff.
Yeah. Sounds like a lot of fucking work to be fair, but hey, they're fucking awesome. I absolutely like them. But what were you gonna say, Old School?
No, I was saying I totally dig the new take on your reviews. They're awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Of course, you always got that little nice humor in there, which always works. I was gonna say, guys, if you guys haven't noticed, I actually did move my office upstairs, and I was telling these guys before the stream started that thankfully now I have a window so I can breathe and kind of, you know, be alive. Real quick, a quick update. So GTS is changing. Sean is no longer a part of GTS. He's gonna focus on his streaming stuff, so you will no longer see him on the streams or anything like that. And then, of course, with Derek and Kevin, you will see them every once in a while, and Brian is still our editor. So there will be a lot of stuff coming in, but for the main part, I will be the main kind of like catalyst, or I don't know what to call it, when it comes to the content. Just letting you guys know. But let's get on to with the show, because it's titled Our Favorite Kits of 2021. And of course, it's a little late. It's already February, right? And this should have been done like a month ago. But I think there were some pretty cool kits last year, and I definitely want to hear what you guys think. So the way we're going to do it is we're going to be on the next scene, and we're going to have a browser. So whatever you guys want to talk about and whatever kits you really liked, I'll just type it into the browser, look up some pictures. So you guys don't really have to do anything other than just speak, and I'll just be controlling everything in the background. So without any further ado, let's begin. Let me switch over. And real quick, Saintism says Crow has been busy hoarding H kits, and that is, of course, is true. Just keeps doing it. I need an H kit, man. I need an H kit.
You need any. Just get any of them.
I want one. I want one.
Get
Actually,
get a TARDIS. That'll suit you right up the street. We love it.
Yeah. who was it? One of your followers, Crow, said he was gonna hook me up with one because he wanted you and I to build it at the same time. No, that was a Victory. That was a Victory Gundam.
It's probably Forged.
It was
You
Forged.
probably said that.
Yeah. So he
Yeah.
was like, hey, so you guys can build it. But anyway, guys, we're gonna get started. Who wants to go first? I don't have any favorites. Who just wants to go first?
I think
Okay.
Old School has like a list.
I've done my research.
Big list.
Yeah.
I've been
I
digging
got a
out
little bit of a
what's
list.
the best. So, shall we stick with Bandai first, or you want to go dive in with something else?
Let's start. I think, honestly, let's start off with whatever you want, dude. I don't care. We don't have.
I will probably say for me, last year, always a big fan of RGs, the Hy-V or Hi-Nu.
The
however you
Hi-Nu?
wanna
Oh, the
pronounce
High
it.
New, yeah.
Oh yeah.
The HIV Gundam?
Yep, that has definitely got to be up there as my top one for last year. Pushed the real grade line once again. I love what Bandai do with their tech, and also gave us something that I didn't think we'd actually see, which is a full-blown part separation on fin funnels. Amazing.
Ooh, I haven't seen that yet. I have the box. I haven't built it yet, so I'm gonna be excited for that.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. You'll love painting it.
I have to agree, man. You just started off with your favorite one. Is this your favorite one for last year?
I'm just going in, just hitting in big first. Why not? Swing large.
The real grade Hi-Nu. What do you think, Crow?
I haven't built it. It's in the backlog still, but I mean, it looks fantastic just from like the hype and what I've seen on reviews. It definitely is probably the best kit of 2021.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's a contest even when it comes to like literally the best kit. Because I think I even titled the review video "The Best Kit of 2021." I reviewed the best kit of 2021, and it is by far like Bandai just really stepped it up. And I think everybody knows that I'm a huge RG advocate. Like I always say, you guys should buy some RGs after like post RG Unicorn. Don't buy the ones before, okay? Those don't exist. But I think it's gorgeous. I mean, I kind of want to hear about well, actually, what I think is cool is that we all have it.
Yep.
I think we all have it, right? Like Dronzy says he hasn't built it. You have it in backlog, Crow, and did you already build it?
Mine's currently. I haven't built it out. It's in the backlog, the giant attic of my backlog, so it will be pulled out probably this summer, I reckon. But at the moment, I've just been enjoying watching what everyone else has been doing with it, and that's also the other part reason why it's on my list is seeing everybody's creative juices flow all over it. It's wonderful.
Yeah, I think the real great Hi-Nu definitely came out and was like, hey, this is like I personally believe that the real grade line is doing so much more when it comes to advancing Gunpla than master grade or high grade or anything like that. And I kind of want to know if you guys agree or if you guys disagree. I would love to hear your thoughts.
Yeah, it upsets me a little bit because now that I've moved into master grades, I'm now seeing all of these wonderful features happening on 144 level, and nothing actually seems to be pushing the boat really anymore in master grade. So I don't know. Hopefully that will change in years to come. But yeah, it does seem now that real grades are really pushing what Bandai can do in such a tiny scale. I mean, at the moment, was their favorite pose of the whole kneeling down pose that they now seem to be pushing for every marketing. Just even that, the fact that a few years ago that wasn't the case, couldn't be done.
Yeah.
So I think it's amazing.
Anybody want to say anything? I mean, I don't look, guys. I don't want to seem like I'm hogging the mic. Like, you guys can just speak.
Okay. Well, honestly, I think Oh, sorry. You want to go first?
Oh no, you can go.
All right. Honestly, I think like the MG line has gone a bit stale, because a lot of it last year was about, let's say, re-releases or like P Bandai releases, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then if you look at the 144 kits, like for HG, even if it's not like engineering wise like the most updated thing, but they have so many more designs, and they came out with like a bunch, right? The Breakers one, right? The Breakers line.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have RG. They don't have as much volume in terms of new releases, but the ones they do release, super nice.
Mhm.
Proportion wise, engineering wise, the ab crunches on the last few ones,
Yeah.
super good.
Yeah. I agree, man.
Mhm.
How about you, Crow? You were gonna say something.
Yeah, so like even though I haven't built the RG new, I built the RG RX-78-2 for the second time last year, and it technically came out last year because it was a part of the it was a part of the Gundam what was it, Contrast line, that
Yeah.
little event in Nagoya. So it was
Yeah.
like the all red RX-78-2, and honestly, I still feel like at the start of the RG line, it was still fantastic. Like there's obviously hiccups with fitting and some of the mechanical choices that they went with, but I think overall like the first of the RG line is really really good, and
Hmm.
it just like it enforces how much of a staple the RG line is for Bandai.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. And honestly, like I know I say post 2018, which is when the Unicorn came out, I think, is when you should start buying them. But I do agree that it took a long time because they're trying to pack so much into such a small package, right? And that's like the crazy part when it comes to real grades and seeing the high new, like for me, and I mentioned it in the video, is I want to see what they can do in 2022. Like I know there's some RGs coming out right now, but they haven't announced what's coming out in August 2022, which I think is like the
Yeah.
big mark for real grades. And when we see what's gonna happen, hopefully, I'm hoping it's a real grade Barbatos. I'm just gonna put it out there. All right, I'm hoping that they can do something because and I think it's Magic Mike who said I need RG IBO kits. We definitely need something like that. That's what I
That
believe.
would be awesome.
But
I would
yeah,
still prefer
I'm
me
happy you said
a
that.
master grade Barbatos Lupus though.
yes,
Give me that P Bandai.
Lupus would be good, yeah.
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 I'm tired of fourth form to be honest though.
Yeah. I mean, Barbatos just in general. Anything Barbatos, but the Lupus Rex would be amazing. Because I know you have the metal build, don't you? Which you
Yes,
reviewed.
it's right in the corner.
Yeah,
right down
that
there
thing
at the
is
bottom.
gorgeous. Yeah.
Cool.
Holy shit.
I've only just stuck with the metal builds to be honest. Like, the metal robots and the metal builds because
Yeah.
the high grade line for IBO it takes way too much effort to really make it stand out.
Yeah.
Or I just get something to put on the shelf. But the MG is good. I wish we had more of the MGs.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens this year. But with that said, I'm gonna have to agree with Old School that my favorite kid of last year was the real grade high new. And anything that we talk about now, just in my opinion, can't top it. I don't know if you guys feel the same way, Drons and Crow, but let's start with you, Drons. What's your favorite kid of last year?
Favorite kit, because I have like a top three here. I can tell you the number 3 first. How about
Oh,
that?
so you don't want to give away your golden
Yeah,
egg?
I'm starting swinging.
All right.
Oh, fine. No, okay.
No,
okay.
no. You want
my
to
favorite.
It's okay,
How
man.
you want, man?
It's
Do it how
okay.
you want.
It's okay.
No pressure.
I had
All right,
I had
so
a
what
flow
do you
here,
wanna-
just throw out the window. Number
Which
3
one?
would be the HG Geminis.
The Geminis, the HG Geminis.
Yeah, HG. It looks like an RG without the inner frame.
How do you
Wait,
spell
can
the
you-
Geminis?
Gemini,
Gemini, like Gemini?
Ass. Gem in ass, like literally gem.
Geminis? Oh, Gemin. Oh, it really is Gemin ass. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. The HG Gemin ass.
Yeah.
It's a P. Is it a P Bandai?
I think it's one of those where it's not like the.
Yeah, last year they had a full G unit reprint over at
Wow.
Gundam Base.
I can't type in numbers.
Would you
Yeah,
buy
the
that?
Hydra and
Would you buy that?
no.
No, me neither.
Like I don't mind old kits. Like I've built kits from the 1980s, which just takes work to make it look good. But I'm
Yeah.
kind of over the whole old style.
Yeah.
Sorry guys, I typed in some numbers on my number pad, which is what I use to switch scenes. So like it just switched everywhere. But they did hear the last part. Is the Geminas blue?
Uh,
There's two of them. There's the O1 and
There's two of
O2.
Which one are we talking
Yeah.
about here? Is it the same thing basically?
The one's
Yeah.
a white color and the other one's a blue.
yeah. It's
Was
basically
it Unit 2 is blue?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
Unit
right,
2
yeah.
is.
Yep.
is-
hmm
So you want to
Yeah,
talk about
so,
the number 1?
No, this is fine. Let's go with this one first. I really like this kit. The pros here would be if it's basically like a Moon Gundam, but he went on a diet. Like the thinner details, but you have all the surface details here.
Yeah.
It's really nice. The only downside here is the expansion packs don't really work with it. Like it throws off the proportions and everything. And the waist is a bit weak. So you have to watch out for that one. There, the white one. The white and blue
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
And the shield, look at the shield, so nice.
Shield is very reminiscent of the sniper too.
Yeah?
Shield a little bit.
A bit, yeah.
What do you think about the ground pack, the big bulky armor for it?
Which one was that? The one with the turbines, or?
I think so. No, that was the first pack. They brought out another one that was all made it bulked up. I'm pretty
the
sure it
purple
came
one.
out last year as well. I'm not sure if it was purple. I can't remember which color it was, but yeah, it was meant to fit on the Geminis anyway. But I don't know if you've seen those.
Yeah, I mean, if it's the one that makes it look like a crab, I'm game for it.
Okay,
Mhm.
I think that's probably the one.
So the reason why I'm not commenting a lot here is because I don't build high grades anymore. I don't.
Shame.
So I don't know much. Hey, I'm over here learning from
Ooh.
you guys. Like, what is?
Ooh.
No.
Elitist.
I'm not like y'all.
No.
HG.
We are not the same.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Not at all. No, it's just that I think I mentioned it that I don't build high grades, right? Anymore. I'd rather go for like the bigger ones or the real grades, and I don't even buy all the real grades. I just buy like the ones I like. But I've seen this one before, and I've known for a fact that Bandai has definitely been upping their game with high grades, especially like on the joints and their articulation. Especially when they announced that at the beginning of the year last year with like the new kits that were coming out, they were like showing off the whole movement and whatever. Does this follow the same kind of like design?
I think so. Yeah. It's a pretty sturdy kit for an HG. It's just if you put like a heavy backpack,
Yeah.
it does what every other HG does, just slump back.
Just go back, breaks its own spine. Okay. Okay, now it makes sense. Because I think like for the level of detail that I'm seeing, even just in the pictures here from the P Bandai site, it has a lot of detail for a high grade, man.
Yeah. It's like the Moon Gundam basically.
Yeah. Well, the Moon Gundam is like it's basically just a master grade.
Pretty much. Yeah, that is a beautiful kit.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful kit. All right, cool. Well, the Geminas, I don't know what the chat thinks of
Don't
that.
say it like that.
Gemin-
Don't say it like that.
Geminis. Crow, how about you,
It's called
man?
the
You want to start
Geminis.
off punching, or you want to start out with your number 3 or number 4 with your super research?
Yeah, I'll start off with trash. So that Yu-Gi-Oh! Millennium puzzle is the worst thing I've ever had to deal with. Hated it. Like,
why?
it wasn't.
Oh,
The gate placement was so huge on every single part. Like, you need to do a lot of cleanup for one.
Yeah.
2, you have to build the actual individual pieces almost like 72 times.
Uh-huh.
So it's just like you just put these little tiny blocks together, and that's not it. You're not done. There's no instructions. Like, I think they finally came out with like a QR code. You scan it, and then you can go to the website, and it has like the instructions.
wow.
But
I
I
didn't
went ahead and
realize
not
this.
built it. Yeah, they did it like way after. Like it was like maybe last month
Wow,
or so.
I thought they gave you actually instructions about how to put it together because it's meant to be a puzzle.
No.
You get
Oh wow.
you get no instructions. You have to
That's
build
awful.
it off of like your own intelligence. And me not
Okay.
so smart. So when I went into this, I was frustrated. And then when I finally I put it together, it was solid. There's like 3 pieces that was left over. And I'm like, I don't know if I did so well that I didn't need this, or I did so shitty that they weren't included.
You
But I
got some
hated that
souvenirs.
puzzle.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So like
Okay.
whenever I get that box, because they're releasing like the actual like holding box, I'm just gonna dismantle it and put it all in the box. Like horrible. Don't buy it. Oh, well, you can buy it. I don't know. I mean, it's your money, but I would
have
say
one.
that's a drop it.
I'm literally looking at you, and I have one in my closet over there, ready to be built.
Wow.
That's why I don't build like actual puzzles, like little puzzle pieces. I don't touch that. That's just annoying. Spend your time doing something more productive. Oh,
I didn't even think of a trash list, honestly, but shit, okay.
Oh, let me
That
let me
was-
come up with one.
that was it.
This is terrible.
Now something, yeah. Now something to lighten the mood. One of my favorite things that's ever come out for this for last year, for 2021.
Yeah.
At number 3, Gun Girl Online, or Gun Girl Lady, whatever the abbreviation is. That thing was a cringe fest TV show that was the gift that kept on giving. I've never just like looked at something and like wish I could be a part of. I wanted to be a part of whatever their minds are for the writers. They had no idea how to write a TV show about teleporting women to another universe to shoot little toy guns. But it was so beautiful. It was just utter chaos unfolding
Sounds great on
with
paper.
bad dialogue. Yes, it was. Oh my god, it was so good. It's only I think like 6 or 7 episodes.
Yeah.
I think most of it can be found on the Bandai website.
Yeah.
Watch it if you can. Watch that train wreck of a show. But I got so deep into it that I bought like all the merch.
No
Like,
way.
I got all of it.
Wow.
Yeah, I got the trading cards. Like I have like a little area up here. The top row
Oh my
is
God.
all my Gun Girl Lady stuff with trading cards, all the exclusive
Oh
P
my
Bandai
God.
stuff. I got all the banners.
What the hell, man?
Jesus Christ!
Wow.
I felt like I was watching The Room all over again for the first time. That's how amazing it was.
Just it's so bad that you just have to love it.
That went.
Yeah,
balls
it's
deep.
like seeing
Wow.
an ugly dog, and you're like, this dog is so fucking ugly that I need. It's my responsibility to take it home because I'm the only person that will love this dog. And I think I truly believe I'm the only person
Yeah.
that's active on like watching their Twitter because there's like no one on their Twitter.
It's just
They
him.
post something, no likes. Yeah, no one gives a shit.
Jeez.
And I'm like, y'all masterpiece. I want part 2.
Wowza. So,
Wow.
just out of curiosity, what actually is the plot? Is it literally girls just
So-
riding guns?
No, they don't. Well, riding guns is a special attack that the commanders can do with the gun ladies. So the premise is like this chick like builds a plastic model, which is the lady commander. So she builds the girl, and then at like midnight, she gets teleported into this alternate universe, and it becomes like a battle royale with all these other girls that are on the teams. So they have the commanders of different teams, like Team Bravo, Team Alpha, and they have to like fight to survive essentially. But if you die 3 times, you die in the real world. So it's just like
Wow.
it's
Okay.
a battle royale, but like the ammunition is actual model kits. So when they're running low on ammunition, they
Yeah,
have to run to this specific site with nippers while people are shooting at them, trying to kill them, and they have to snip out
Are you
ammunition.
serious?
for the gun. I'm dead fucking serious.
Like what? They couldn't
It is
implement that shit
glorious.
any better. Like what?
Oh,
It
I
could have
love
been just
this.
an ammunition, like already built.
Yeah.
But no, you
No,
have
no,
to
you
build
have
it
to build
in the
it,
middle
yeah.
of war. It
Wow.
is so good.
Okay, so I'm on a website here. It's a Girl Gun Lady, right? The show.
Yes, go
All
girl
right,
lady.
so it's got this like picture of a bunch of these girls here, and the synopsis says Koharu is a dull high school girl who is always alone. Her only hobby is making plastic models. One day, Koharu stops by a mysterious antique shop and purchases a plastic model gun and a toy figure named Alice. After spending the entire night assembling the gun, Koharu wakes up and witnesses bullets flying everywhere in school. She then meets Alice, who moves like a human and tells her to get ready for a survival battle called Girl Gunfight, where she has to attack her schoolmates with a gun. Sounds very American to me.
I mean,
Because it's in
the
a
writing,
school.
yes.
The
It's a tokusatsu show. Is that how you pronounce it? Tokusatsu?
I think
like
I don't know,
like
man.
yeah, it's like heavy special effects genre.
Oh, okay,
But
okay.
the commanders are so inept. They are trash. Like the actual ladies who command the girls to go fight, they are the worst leaders I've ever seen in any TV show. They don't know what war is. They're just plastic models that just like fucking do something, shoot.
Just listening to you speak of this,
Wow.
what we need
I'm definitely
is
gonna have to watch this now. This is you have intrigued me with the bullets made of plastic parts.
I'll
Mhm.
pass.
what we need
I'll pass.
is a series on his channel, a playlist of him just reviewing these crappy shows.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
review the
I would love to
episodes.
do that.
I would
So-
happily watch that. A review of the episodes individually.
What I want to do, I want to make a gun guy, like kind of review. So I didn't want to. I never reviewed the plastic model kits because I
Yeah.
felt like it would be dry. No one's gonna give a shit. So I wanted to recreate the episodes using the actual merchandise, but being a guy and playing all the characters. So I bought wigs for all the different color hairs.
Okay.
So I have like my yellow wig, I have my pink wig, my blue wig, and I was gonna be the commanders and also like the actual characters, and then there'd be like sub characters. And I was gonna like fight in the house, like it was basically gonna be a recreation, just probably way more cringe than what is deserved, and just bad setting overall, like bad props.
Sign me up.
Alright.
That sounds
I
excellent.
want to see this.
Yeah, that's like
Yeah. But
Union
it
Multiple
fell
Ways, I
through.
can dig that.
It fell through. Why?
Yeah, 'cause, I think it came out in April. It was like April or May, and around that time I just kind of like slowed down with what I was doing.
Yeah.
I really just kind of stopped building models, making videos for a little while, but
Yeah.
like the idea is still there. I still have the script for the first episode. I have all the props needed. I just need to
Nice.
execute.
Nice. Well, I like how this literally became like just this short review on this fucking show. Like we're talking about model kits and we just go right into the show because of the model kits. But so wait, are the model kits are they good though?
Yes, they're expensive, really, really expensive for
Yeah.
what you get, but they're fantastic. It's like a little gun prop that's basically a one-to-one recreation of what the show has. The girls, on the other hand, are trash. Don't buy them. Just buy the with 30-minute sisters. Buy them instead. But
Do
the
the
gun
guns actually
girl
do anything?
commanders,
You heard it here
Eclipse.
first.
Build a gun.
like you press it and you actually hit an audible click.
There you
Okay.
go. That's pretty sick.
They
So
don't do
we, so we have a gimmick at least.
Yep. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right, well, guys, you heard it from Crow. Buy the guns. Do not buy the girls. The next thing we have is our number twos because we're now in our number twos. So let's do it one more time. Crow. Not Crow, sorry. Old school. You're number two.
I'm gonna have to go with a non-Bandai one for this one.
Okay.
So at the moment, I would consider the technically, actually, sorry, it is actually Bandai. I realized it's the Digimon Machine Dramon.
Oh, okay. You mean it's not Gundam related? It's just it's a different
yeah.
franchise. Yeah.
Yeah, purely because after building that has some amazing technology in it that I wish that they would bring over elsewhere. Like they've got all the joints are actually ratchet joints.
Yeah.
So the kit is solid that you can literally move it, and every limb just literally ratchets in like a millimeter a piece, and it literally fits together wonderfully. The pieces are ginormous on it. There is so much you can do with it. But as for what it is, the tech that's inside it totally impressed me when I built it. But yeah, it's obviously not as high up as the RG line, but for what it is, considering it's just a giant dinosaur mech, it's brilliant.
The Machine Dramon is
That's
an
the one,
amazing
yep.
kit. It's an amazing kit. Like we reviewed it on a channel. That was Sean's job to do because he's the big Digimon guy that we know over here. And even just me seeing it, and I don't like Digimon. All right, I know Crow's probably gonna hate me, but I don't watch Digimon. I just don't. I'm more of a Pokemon guy myself. But we can't hear you, but it's okay. The Machine Dramon is freaking awesome, dude. The presence, just how big it is.
Yeah.
it's imposing, like next to
Yeah,
the other
and
kid.
considering how big it is, it shouldn't be able to pose the way it does. But
Yeah.
it's because of the tech that they've put in it,
Yeah.
it makes it entirely possible. And that to me is the most impressive part of it, is just how it's built. As a kit, it's brilliant to build.
Yep. I would have to.
Yeah,
agree.
yeah,
It's an
40% of the bulk there is the head alone.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
The kid is freaking amazing. You haven't built it, Crow, huh?
No, it's in the backlog, but with all my other Digimon. I currently have almost every Digimon kit so far,
Yeah.
except for the newest Metal Garurumon, the Adventure Metal Garurumon, and then the Beelzemon.
That like the plain ones,
yeah.
right? The simpler ones.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
Beelzemon is the newer line, not the Adventure. I might be wrong though.
It looks
But,
good though.
Yeah,
the
this thing is
photo.
amazing. That thing is, and it's huge. Do you have it with you, or do you already have it in the case?
Mine is actually still racked up in to be painted. So
Oh, okay.
It's literally behind me on racks. So
Yeah, well,
you will
huge.
see the results of it hopefully soon.
Yeah, okay. Because
But it
that
is
thing,
huge.
thing's cool. I completely agree. I wouldn't say it's my number 2 when it comes to like favorites, because again, I'm not a Digimon fan, but I can respect what it is because it is amazing. It's an amazing build. Like I got to play around with it a little bit. Freaking awesome. All right, cool. Dronzy, your number 2, man?
Yeah, but I just want to point out that you insulted people a while ago about not doing HGs, and then now you insulted people for liking Digimon.
I didn't insult anybody for liking Digimon. I just said I don't watch it myself. I used to watch it when I was younger, and I had like the old toys of Digimon that actually transformed, like you could turn them into stuff and whatever. But I just never got into the whole Digimon world thing. Like I just got more into Pokemon. And yeah, I don't know.
I mean, to be fair, you did choose the more superior franchise. However, Digimon is actually really great, especially the Digimon World series. Like, fantastic.
Yeah. Well, maybe one day. But the thing for me, and I think I've mentioned it before, is even nowadays I don't watch anime. I just can't. There's something in me that I kind of get bored sometimes, unless it's something that I really enjoy. I'm not and so that also goes for cartoons. Or anything like that. The last thing that I watched, but it was a rewatch, was Avatar, because my wife hadn't ever seen it. Avatar: The Last Airbender, and I watched the whole series with her in a week, and she absolutely loved it. But other than that, like me sitting down and like going like, okay, I'm gonna go watch this show, I just can't get behind it. There's something in me that innate that I just can't. I can't. But if you guys like it, then I'll go for it. So I'm not insulting anyone, Dronzy. I'm just insulting you.
All right. Yeah,
So
I knew it.
Jess.
My number 2, if you don't have any rebuttals about it, okay? It's the RG Mark 6 Evangelion.
Oh, you're
It's
at
great.
it, man.
Mark 6.
Yeah, I was
Mark
alright.
6.
Yeah,
It's the
yeah.
black one, right?
That's like the light bluish.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't believe in companies that rehash the colors and like reproduce it as different kits, but for the Evangelion line, I'll make an exception because it's so nice. Like every variation has their own kind of weapons. They have every like very unique head crests and everything. So I'll give that one a pass. I have I have the pink one. I haven't ordered the black one yet because it's hard.
Unit 8 Gamma.
Oh yeah. So I'm thinking of buying more. Hopefully, if I have time.
The RG Mark 6 is freaking.
Oh yeah,
amazing.
that's the one with the actual spear. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Halo.
Have you built this one, Crow?
No, I just built the Unit 1
Just
and Unit 2.
Unit 2, and have you built old school? Any of these?
No, I've only got Unit 2 and Unit. I always get the numbers wrong. What's the pink one?
The pink one? 8.
It's Unit 8.
There we go. Unit 8.
I think it's
That's
8
two- that's
Gamma.
two. Yeah. That's the 2 I've got in the backlog. Yeah. Again, those are sitting, waiting to be planned out to change them into something else. So
Yeah.
we'll see. But yeah, I totally agree with the RG line
Right?
they've done with the Eva ones.
Yeah.
They're brilliant. Since they brought out the first one, that was totally amazing. Just what they put into it, and they've just kept obviously recoloring it, changed the first mask, add a few weapons. Why not? It's so good.
Yep.
Yeah. How about you, Jess? Do you like Evangelion, or would you rather something else like Armored Core?
Do I like Evangelion? I don't know. Do I like Evangelion?
Oh.
I prefer Evangelion over Gundam any day of the week. So.
Oh my god!
I'm sorry, my man. I prefer
Another hot take. Hot take number 3.
I posted that on the story, and I got some messages from people who I got one specifically. Somebody said, "Don't get me started," because they were gonna say that Gundam is better, and that's fine. Again, this is just what I like, right?
It's subjective, but if you're gonna put the entirety of the Gundam franchise, all media of Gundam franchise to all media of Evangelion, I mean, Gundam has some good stories.
I will say,
I'm just saying, like
08
Turn
MS
A.
Team for me is probably the only one that I would highly put up there. I wouldn't even put IBO there yet. Like I would put that on second for me. When it comes to story wise, the thing for me again is that's a problem. I think I mentioned it again on the video that I did where we talked about the endings of Evangelion. How for a lot of people, the problem with Evangelion is that if you're a fan of Evangelion, everybody thinks you're a douchebag who thinks that you're the person who thinks that you're better than everybody else for liking it. That's not how it is. It's just the story really kind of resonated with me, not because I'm depressed or anything. I just thought it had a lot more substance to it, and of course it has Masato, and to me that right there, that's like auto win, right? But I do agree. I do think that Gundam has some series that are worth the watch, but I could never sit down and watch Wing or anything like that. Like I just can't take it seriously. Again, it goes back to the cartoon stuff, right? Like there's some in me that I can't. But I do agree though that the RG Ava Mark 6 is an amazing fucking kit. I absolutely loved it.
Let me put out an alternative look at this then. Would there be anything from the Evangelion line that you would not like them to see do in an RG level? Anything from the series? Because they could go all the way up to, what is it, 13? Isn't it? There's 13?
Yeah, 13 has to come out one day. Like I'm almost sure that got a call from them the other time and they're like, yeah, this is we're making this. But I don't know, man. I think I would love to see everything from Evangelion on there. Even the Angels.
Okay, so there's nothing you would not like to see.
Yeah, I would buy everything Evangelion when it comes to real grades. And I'm only missing one of the most important ones was this Unit 2, and then the new one that just came out when I get that in my hands. I still need to buy my Unit 2, and now that I can, hopefully I'll buy it soon enough so I can complete my collection. And it's sitting on top of my TV stand or my entertainment system downstairs. I just have my Evangelions, all of them, there, along with the Asuka Plamo figurized thing, which I'm a little wary of because I don't like having like that kind of. It's just I think it's a little too detailed.
What are you trying to say, huh? You trying to say us guys that happen to have oh, she's not over there. Oh, she's not at the bottom. We're degenerates or something? Huh? We are a fine group of men that appreciate aesthetics.
I love women and stuff, but like to me it's just a little. It's something that I wouldn't have, like just everywhere.
Jess, you got to go all in. You got to get the banners on the side, get everybody in there, get as many figurines and busts as you can.
Just
go all in.
Asuka everywhere.
Skyrocket in price.
Exactly.
If they made a Masato one, have they ever made a Masato one like the Asuka one? No, they're always going for Asuka, and it's kind of weird. She's like fucking 16, 17 years old.
She's the most popular.
Yeah, I know.
Well, in the rebuild.
Yes, I know.
She's
matured in the brain, but like her body
28 years old.
Yeah. And I know. But Masato I'd rather go with Masato, unless she's got daddy problems on this shit. But regardless, I love her. But anyway,
I mean, Masato has daddy problems too. Let's be real.
I said Masato has daddy problems. Asuka has mommy problems.
Oh, okay.
So.
And daddy. Let's
a little bit. Yeah, a little. Anyway, Mark. So yes, I do agree with you, Drowsy. I thought you knew that I love Evangelion, dude. I absolutely love it, and I think that this is a great.
I'm not
kit.
a good friend. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay, man. Don't worry about it. I know you hate me, but the thing is, I think it was with this video that I mentioned how they really need to fix the waist, the leg joint connection.
Yeah.
It's one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life, and I was too blinded by being in love with Evangelion for Unit 1 and 2 and all of them, Just that single thing they haven't changed because they don't have to, right? Because that's how Evangelions are. They're kind of based off the same thing. I think it's definitely something they need to fix, but I do love the color. I do love the spear. I do love the Halo thing. The Halo thing's amazing. Holy shit.
Right?
It's fucking
Yeah.
awesome. It's fucking sick. Anyway, what up, Mercenary BDU? We got Magic Mike on there who says Masato Asuka body swap. No, Masato is way superior to Asuka in every way.
You sounded so offended there. No.
Yeah, no. Quick, ruin his opinions on Ava Kits for going after Machine Drama. I said I love Machine Drama. What? I loved it. Okay, anyway,
like the franchise.
I don't favor it. I don't hate it. I think I think awesome. Just don't favor it.
I heard you say, "Fuck Digimon."
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I hope it dies.
I heard it. I think 14 minutes ago. 14 minutes and 31 seconds ago. Fuck Digimon.
Okay. All right. So the next one, Crow. Your number 2 trash or number 2 best? Because you have 2 separate lists.
Yeah. So for number 2, I haven't really built too much. I would probably go the F00, like all the extras outside the initial one. So they had like the F00 1 to 100 and 1 to 144 scales that came out as normal kits. But then they had the Eclipse, which is like the all black recycled plastic. They had the clear version, and they had the titanium.
Yeah.
So for the 1 to 144 scale, I built all of them. I haven't really touched much on the 1 to 100s, but after building the Eclipse, the clear, and the titanium, it's still one of my favorite like RX-78 variations and kits overall. It's really, really good. Now, in terms of engineering, don't get me wrong, the Beyond Global is much better. The G40, engineering level is better. But I would say that the F00 is probably better than the Revive, and then like the G30 and all the ones before it.
Yeah. That's why I love having Crow.
The design of it.
Anything on, because I think I mentioned it during your interviews that you're a collector before you're anything else, I feel. So you have all these, you have like this amazing capability of having everything kind of organized in your mind, and you just start spouting these things that go together, and it's freaking awesome to see, because I wish I had that fucking level of knowledge, but you're a collector first. So I'm just saying, dude, that's fucking awesome.
It's like you call me like a Rain Man of Gundam.
God damn it! I can't see myself today. Anyway,
carry that too.
Real quick, Penguin Rampage says that doesn't like the franchise. Jess is dead to me. Unfollowing. Mercenary says entry releases are still slow as hell as of late, and getting my hands on some past releases has been a jerk as well. The most recent unit I had just finished building is the MG Flugel. I don't even know which one that is.
Oh, the Flugel.
Oh,
that's the Tallgeese Flugel.
Yeah, with wings.
But for an asterisk, I build a lot of RX-78s of any types.
Yeah.
Like I build the ones that people forget about, the ones that are buried in the sands of time. So I have a huge bias when it comes to RX-78. In fact, I finished one early, very, very early 2022, but it's the metal in frame SoftBank. No one knows about this. This isn't even a master grade. People are like, oh, it's a master grade. No. It's a metal in frame. Please get it right. But it's solid. It's amazing. People always put like the 1 Year War 2.0, like the top tier. This is a contender for top tier 1 to 100 scale RX-78s. People just don't know about it. I just have a huge bias for anything RX-78.
Wow, dude, I didn't even know about that fucking kit.
Me neither.
Yeah, it's
I
expensive.
Didn't even know it existed.
I can see that now. I'm looking over here. On the people in the chat can see.
SoftBank metal and frame RX-78. If you get it just with the kit without the cell phone, generally at minimum $60. But if you get the cell phone with it, at minimum $350, $400.
What cell phone is it?
It's a SoftBank cell phone that's a Gundam themed cell phone, but the kit itself comes with a base. So you put the RX-78 on the base, and then there's a phone base for the phone, and it has a front screen for it.
Is that what you have?
It's a flip phone. No, that phone is too expensive, and trying to trying to find it. I could find it, but I'm not finding it for the price I want.
How old's the kit? Is the kit Is the kit itself quite old? Yeah.
I think 2010 or I think it's like 2010.
Oh, okay, so we aren't talking exactly modern phones then.
No, definitely not.
It's definitely a display piece then.
Yeah.
Mm. But it's still good. Like the articulation's still fantastic. It comes with almost all the weapons. It has the beam rifle, beam bazooka.
Yeah.
Does not have the javelin though, which sucks.
That looks pretty freaking cool. I need a Master Grade RX-78 too, but I'm saving that cherry for the Origin version. That's what
I agree. I was gonna suggest the Origin version.
I'll go 2.0.
Really?
I would. 2.0 is just like it has I think way more than any other Master Grade RX-78 that is in the base kit itself, because it comes with like I think the beam javelin, the hammer, it comes with the grenade attachment to the rifle, and then the beam bazooka, and then the beam sabers. So I think it has every single thing a RX-78 kit weapon wise would have.
Okay.
But the Origin just has like cannon, gun, shoulder cannon.
Yeah. The 3.0 I don't want because it's the same thing as the PGU with the core fighter in the middle, which just completely ruins the sturdiness of the waist, which I think is a terrible design.
It's still sturdy.
Really?
It's still sturdy.
Because even like with the PGU, as much as I love that kit, you grab it by just go like this and this pops out because it's right there, right? It's missing the rest. But yeah. Okay, so your RX-78 too. I didn't know that you loved it that much.
Dude, like so this whole shelf, the entire DTOF is all RX-78-2s.
God damn, dude. Jeez.
The high grades with EGs, then that goes into all the F00s, and then this is Master Grades, Perfect Grades.
So you do have the PGU, right? From what I remember.
No, I have the PGU, but I have the original titanium version PG. So it's like the 35th anniversary titanium PG. The PGU is buried under a lot of kits right now, so I kind of keep it out of my sight, out of mind.
Real okay. Because the Penguin Rampage.
I want to paint it, but
yeah, you're gonna paint it, the PGU, right?
Mm.
All right. We're talking a lot about PGUs here, but Penguin Rampage says, "Did you get the Gundarium or Gundanium P Bandai Granddaddy for $2,400?" The Gundanium?
Oh no, hell no! That's the full metal. It's not even a kit; it's just like a full metal figure.
Gundanium RX-72. I'm learning so much today.
Yeah, it was like $1,000 on PBS.
Oh, yeah, okay, now I remember which one this is. Yeah.
Oh, that's the one where like it's just completely steel, right?
Yeah,
with still with nub marks. So
with nub marks and the elongated face.
You need like a power sander.
Yeah, exactly.
Smooth it out.
No, so he did not get that. But very cool.
Yeah.
All right, so wait, where are we?
Yeah,
at?
number 2, Foo. We're
right.
now at number 1s, or your number 2.
I guess my number two is pretty easy. I think it's the Master Grade Eclipse. I think that's the I was not hyped for it, but it really changed my perspective when I built it. The Master Grade Eclipse, I think, is for me the reason why sometimes I get, it's gonna sound like a sin, but sometimes I get bored of building Gundam so much is obviously they all share the same design, right? But the Eclipse has this peculiar pointy design that looks like a star and all that you just don't really find anywhere else or as much in Gundam. And I absolutely love it. Now, I'm only talking about the kit. I'm not talking about the transformation, because the transformation is complete ass, all right? But the kit is amazing. The kit is amazing, and I think the Master Grade Eclipse, I don't know if you guys have built it yet, but the MG Eclipse is, without a doubt, one of the best kits that I have ever built. I don't agree with Mechagodzilla, who said that now it's his favorite Master Grade, because I still think that the Master Grade Barbatos is better, but I definitely do think that it deserves to be bought, especially the posing on it is amazing, especially with all the pointy parts. Like I said, it looks like a damn star, right? Like you could do so much with it, and I can't wait to paint it. I think number 2, I think you guys should definitely get the Master Grade Eclipse if you guys haven't. It's such a different build. That's the thing. It's so different than just like a regular master grade anything.
Yeah, I've got it in the backlog, but I'm waiting for all of the rest of the backpacks to come through to add to it. You see, because this is the one thing I did really enjoy about when they released it was the fact they went, look, here's all the striker packs it works with. I dig that. I always love when we can add the stuff I've already got onto it. So I'm at the moment waiting for more backpacks to come to see what I can add to it. But at the moment, I would say it's a beautiful design. But the transformation, sadly transformation is not for me.
No, it's trash. Transformation is trash because I hate transformations. There you go, another hot take. I hate transforming kits. So whenever I get a kit, it's just like
so you hate the Transformers, right? You just hate a whole nother franchise.
Yeah, we go.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Like fuck Optimus Prime.
Yeah. It's funny because I don't particularly enjoy watching Transformers, so everybody knows this. But hey,
Jesus
again,
Christ.
look, I defend myself because I said it. I don't particularly like watching just cartoons in general or anything like that. It's not for me. It's not for me. But I do think
fuck Transformers.
That's all you got out of it.
Whoa, guys, we have an adult in the chat.
Yeah. It's a travesty. I cannibalized a 2.0 RX-78 to make a custom GM for my spare parts. I got mostly for my build con. Nice, dude. Pingo Rampage says, it's a travesty. They brought it back for us, Expo, and it was horrible. The hot mic when the Bluefin sellers asked who would buy this. Hell no. Nobody would buy that. It's too expensive unless you're a die-hard fan. We're talking about, I think he's talking about the Gundanium RX-78 too.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's just, And then we have, he also says, Mercenary says he was offered an MG Eclipse, but had to pass it up so he could fetch other MGs he still wanted. And Magic Mike apparently bought the MG for the Eclipse for $40.
Oh no, no. He stole that from me.
Wow.
There was this guy who was selling it, one of our friends. And then we were like, hey, who's gonna buy it? Then he dibs it without asking permission. And now it's with him.
Friendship over. Wow.
Yeah.
Done. Magic Mike gone. Jess is bullying the chat. I'm not bullying you guys. You guys are free to love whatever you want. You guys are
Fuck
free.
He digitally spit on everyone in the chat.
Yeah. Fuck HG.
Oh god.
You like anime?
Oh my god.
Okay. I'm just wondering how many 80s and 90s shows you can go through tonight, Jess. Like, how many more can you piss off?
Hates Digimon, hates Transformers. I never said hate.
Oh my
Now somebody's
god.
just gonna go in, take this clip of me saying the word hate, and put hate Transformers.
Yeah.
What's your take on Macross, huh?
I can't say anything because I haven't watched it, so I can't say anything.
That's good.
I heard fuck Macross. That's what I heard.
Oh,
It's the 40th year anniversary. Let it have its birthday.
I have I don't know, man. I like. I'm weird. Like I said, I mentioned it. I've mentioned it in my story so many times because I get messages from people talking to me about anime. I'm just like, I don't watch it, guys. I'm sorry. I don't watch anime. I don't.
Am I
barely
hearing
watch TV.
fuck anime?
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
God damn
Oh,
it.
Fucking weebs.
God, fuck.
Fucking
Anyway.
weebs.
And like around the corner is a bunch of cutouts of Masato.
Oh, my wife's not in the chat. She'd be like, yeah, he does have a lot of cutouts of Masato. But no, we don't. I think my wife is a bigger weeb than I am, honestly. But anyway, why are we talking about me? The point is, MG Eclipse, number 2. I absolutely love that kit. I think you guys should all get it and build it. I think it's amazing. Okay, let's go on to the third for old school, and then we'll go like that. So old school.
Mine is a bit of a weird one because I couldn't really decide. There is two particular kits that I think were unique enough to warrant a sort of top spot or top 3. One of them is the 132 Tyrannosaurus model skeleton.
The fossil?
Oh, nice, yeah.
Yeah, the fossil one.
Yeah.
I built that with my son over Christmas, and
Nice.
that was a completely unique experience. Again, you're still chopping it out of runners, but it was literally putting together bones of a dinosaur, and the way they do the experience with the actual pamphlet and everything that's in there makes it much more. I don't know what you want to put it, more engaged, I suppose, of actually what it is you're building and why you're building these particular bones, why they're there. It makes the whole experience is entirely different from anything else I've done. The other side of that would be the 1-3000 Architect. Just purely for the fact that it is crazily weird, odd, but comes with LEDs and is an amazing package in itself. A spaceship that looks like an airbrush. Who'd have thought?
Shameless plug, go watch the review that we just posted. I think that's our latest video. And Brian did an absolutely fantastic job. That kit is super cool. It's so cool.
Definitely.
It's like one of those things that you want to put on display in your office with the 100%. Little LEDs on. Looks great. Sorry for interrupting, but go ahead.
No, go for it. No. I said I couldn't figure out which one out of those two because I said they're just entirely unique kits. They're not necessarily anything that you could honestly say this has come before, and there probably will not be something like it afterwards either.
Yeah. The thing about the Architect is, my sponsor reached out to me, and because I think I've told you guys, I don't ever, if I were, just to be a little clear, whenever I talk to my sponsors, I don't tell them, hey, send me this, right? Ever. Except to maybe one, but like, that's because they ask. But they never, to like my sponsor, the sponsor of today's stream, Gundam Hanger, he is the best, and he just says, hey, I have this, would you like to review it? And he said the Architect, but he was very excited for it. And, see, Jess, this is how you have great opinions. The model airbrush kit, he sent it over, and I was like, all right, so what do I do with this, right? Like, and I was talking to Brian in his car, and I'm like, hey, so like, Gundam Hanger is sending us this kit, and he's like, oh, is that the airbrush kit? I'm like, what do you mean the airbrush kit? It's just a fucking ship. He's like, no, it's an airbrush kit, and he's like, take a look at it, and I looked at it, I'm like, holy shit, he's right, and that little tidbit of like, kind of like imagination, which I think he mentions during his review, is so cool to see brought to life in plastic, and the detail, because the kit really was designed with love, I feel. It's like got every single tiny Star Wars like detail that you've seen on Star Wars kits, but like on this brand that's not Bandai or anything like that. I think it's simply fantastic. So I think you guys should definitely give it a shot, honestly.
Wait, so you saw the box and you needed someone to tell you that it looks like an airbrush?
Yeah, I just thought it was a ship.
That's what I'm more curious about. Oh, just a ship. Okay.
No.
Oh, okay.
So this was before it arrived, and I had it in my hand. So all I got was a screenshot.
Okay.
Right. That's all I got. It was just like, it was actually just this, like that. The one that's on screen. I got this picture sent to me. But if you look at it quickly, I'm not zooming in like thinking, okay, this is an airbrush. I just saw it. I saw the planet, the Earth and stuff, and I'm like, okay, this is a model kit. And then that's when he told me, it's a spaceship. I mean, not a spaceship, an airbrush, and there you go. Voila, it's an amazing kit. I think you guys should definitely get it. But yeah, cool. It's cool. I agree with those two. Those are pretty cool. Pretty cool choices there.
Like I said, I've got plenty of others, but these ones seem to be I'd say the highlights of the year. For me, I'm always a big fan of mechanics, and in honesty, I really enjoy value. Even with the Architect kit, the fact it comes with all those LEDs, and it doesn't have to. You've got it in the box, and considering the price of it, you'd think that it should be a lot more. The fact of how it looks, how it puts together, it should be a lot more money. But that in itself, and like I said also as well, the Tyrannosaurus, just that in itself is the way. The build experience, wonderful. I can imagine, obviously, at some point trying to paint that to make it look more like bones. But hey, just building it out of the box, it looks awesome.
Yeah, I've seen so much done with it. Really cool, really awesome. I like that. All right, well, Johnsy, your number 3.
You know what? I'm gonna go get it. I'll show you. Hold on.
He's gonna get naked for us, guys.
Prepared. There you go.
Watch.
He stood up.
It's gonna turn to not safe for work.
All right. So I have an honorable mention before my number 1.
All right.
So this is the Trident weapon from Ainta.
The Trident weapon.
AINTA. Ainta. I will show you why it's an honorable mention. Minus points because it's not Bandai, but oh my god, look at the manual on this thing. Look how thick this is
Mm.
for a weapon set, and look how
Jeez.
detailed it is.
It's like a book.
It looks like a resin kit manual.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, the sad part about this one is I almost passed up a pre-order for this because I didn't see the hype, but then everyone was buying it and I wanted one. So, Jesus. And it comes with water slides.
I didn't
Nice.
know that.
Look at
Oh,
that, right?
Anything
It's a
with
lot of
water
water
slides is
slides.
the
good.
hype is
Yeah, it's a
real.
lot of
Hype is
water
real.
slides.
Oh, I'm feeling gutted now. I missed out on it.
Yeah, I think you can find some. It's a little hard to come by nowadays for
Yeah.
some reason. But I think they're gonna give out they're gonna release a new batch for it, right? So that's my honorable mention. But my number one, absolute number one kit is the RG Wing TV version.
Ooh.
Mm.
Yeah. So honestly, proportions wise, the torso is a bit short, but the legs are really nice, and just the gimmick in itself, like with the expanding wings, it works perfect for my paint style. And I showed it to my girlfriend because it has to pass through her first, like a seal of approval before I consider it nice.
Okay.
Shout out to you, Eileen.
Thanks, dude. Thanks for the shout out.
Yeah.
I'm right here.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
How about
Okay.
that?
But yeah, like you can do so much with it in terms of painting and building it. Articulation is amazing. Weapons are nice. The gimmick on the shield is great too. So overall,
Talking about the
Are you
RG
a
wing.
fan of the bird mode?
oh no, the one that looks like a chicken. No, I didn't do that. I didn't bother with
Yeah,
that.
the gear walk mode.
RG wing is small
man.
though.
So what's wrong with that?
There's nothing
Oh,
wrong.
yeah.
It's just it's. I was very
Small
surprised.
kids, you don't like small.
It's about
kids.
what you do with it.
Yeah.
I look. I have a smaller
Now
kit.
he-
It's the crossbone, the RG crossbone.
You would know something about using something small.
I would,
Yeah.
and I do it.
Now
I
he's
do it proud.
size shaming the entire chat.
I know.
There you go.
No, but I fucking hate you. Anyway, the point is, the RG wing. It was surprisingly small when I held it. Like, because I didn't review that when Kevin did that, and when I went to see it, I was like, "Holy shit, Kevin! It's so small."
Can you repeat that, like, just with the action? Like,
Doing it on
oh,
purpose.
it was so small when
It was
when
like
saw
I
it.
was holding it, and I was like, "It's so small." I looked at it.
Mm.
Oh.
And you gave it like the shake test.
I was
right?
like, "Fuck!"
Yeah.
Like this is very small.
And then you were so surprised because it wasn't flimsy, so your
It's
mouth
sturdy.
was open,
It's
yeah,
right?
yeah, it was like, yeah,
It's a
yeah.
small, it's a small, sturdy figure.
I'm gonna go back and watch this, Dronzy, and I'm gonna take that little clip of what you did. I'm gonna post it everywhere. but yeah, no, it was very tiny. But I think it's a cool kit. Definitely a cool kit. Definitely a cool kit. Awesome choice. Crow.
So my number one, I guess I'll just have to throw it to Eclipse because everything else. I mean, I built.
Window? Why did I put window?
Yeah, I built the high grade Death Scythe.
Yeah.
Which I think came out in like February or March, which was fine kit for the most part. But yeah, I had to throw it to Eclipse. So just to kind of like piggyback on what you said about it, it's just proportions are fantastic. The silhouette is amazing. The overall like articulation, what you can do with it is fantastic. And then the backpack compatibility is just remarkable for what you can do with all the C kits.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll have to go to the MG Eclipse.
Yeah. Okay,
Do you have an
cool.
honorable mention
Who?
for you? Do you have an honorable mention? Like, it doesn't have to be Bandai.
Helios. I'll throw it to the Helios. Even though it kind of gave me a little bit of a headache with the waist. The waist is just not sturdy enough with the polycap attachment. But if you just fix it like an actual model builder, you'll be fine. You'll live. So yeah,
Nice.
Helios was definitely an interesting, cool kit, but it did have problems.
Yeah. Okay, so is this the Gundam Breaker battle log one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah,
Is
this
it the one that looks like the Pope?
It,
Oh, no,
it's
that's
kind of like a
not
mix
right.
between like Destiny, Double X, and I don't know, freedom.
Yeah, the one I think you're thinking of is the Death Scythe one. That's all white. That does look like the Pope.
Yeah,
This is the other one.
live,
that I think is
heaven,
the reverse
With the scepter.
breathe, whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, there's the honorable mention. I think it looks pretty cool. I like the blue. It's really nice, vibrant. Does it look like that out of the box?
Yeah, it's pretty good looking even without paint. But I had to paint mine. Like I wasn't digging the blue, to be honest.
Oh, so now you're shaming blue.
Yep.
Nice. Anyway,
See, he
Fuck the
owns
blue
up
man
to
group.
it. He owns up to it.
he owns. It's like, yeah, fucking hate blue. Nice, dude. I like the little effect parts on the legs. The little. It's pretty cool. Like the little fins when it opens, like
The
that.
little panels.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking sick. Nice. All right, so we'll go over our top everything in a bit. We'll just kind of do a little, just name them out. But I'm gonna go for my third, and the third is very close to the second. I don't think I really have a third, and in the sense that for me it's the Stormbringer P Bandai. That thing is
Good choice.
amazing, and
Good
I know
choice.
that it's not new in the sense that it's already been, like the molding is from the Sniper 2 and from the 2.0 frame, which is in its own right amazing. But the Stormbringer P Bandai is one of those kits that if you see it in stock, you need to get it because it's a P Bandai, right? And don't it's how much stuff comes with it is really cool. Like you have a full. I think I showed it on the videos how many like the Ziploc bags of extra stuff that I have from the box. I think it's a must, and the Stormbringer is. Let me show you guys. In fact, it's a combination of the what is it? The Stormbringer, which is a P Bandai kit also, and then the Turbulence, which is the
Right.
Dominance, right?
GM Dominance. Yep.
Yeah, the GM Dominance, and as much as I love the GM, there was something about the the Stormbringer at the end of the day that I have it post as the Stormbringer and not the Turbulence. I think it's mainly because I have a lot of GMs already post up there, but this is an amazing kit, guys. I think if you can get your hands on it, freaking amazing. And it kind of it actually, I think I mentioned it to Old School, maybe I didn't, but it makes me want to get the Stormbringer by itself.
Get both.
Yeah, it's like by itself.
They're both the colors. The difference between the colors, even though it's effectively the same kit, the color choices on both of them are amazing. It is worth getting as a second kit.
Yeah. This is
All I heard was "fuck GM."
That's
Is it
what
like
I
the
heard
Stormbringer
too. Yeah.
never. I would never say that because I love GMs. GMs are the best. I think they're amazing. But yeah, definitely one of the best kits. And I'm so glad that I was able to get my hands on one. But I wasn't able to. It was actually a gift from my teammates. So awesome. Anyway, so just real quick.
You know what's surprising, Jess?
What's up?
No one shows the Kasai. No one shows the Penelope.
The Penelope, or are you talking about the Zai Gundam?
Yeah,
Both.
Penelope came the year before, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's just- we're really gonna unpack this beast because I can.
Yeah,
I
let's
can-
do it. You hate HGs. Roll
Yeah,
with it.
yeah. I
Go,
was
run on
waiting
it.
for it. The
Go,
hot
Jess.
take.
This is your
The
time.
Zai Gundam is a
Fuck
nice
Penelope.
looking kit. In fact, I'll bring it up. It's a nice looking kit, but I think the main hype from it was because of the movie. But I'm not a particular. I don't particularly like the super beefy look on it.
You don't have Doritos.
I just can't. Again, there's something about the Zai that I don't particularly like. Again, I didn't review this. I know that Kevin absolutely loved it, but I think it's also a slap in the. I think this one came with water slides, didn't it?
No, the set came with it.
Yeah,
But
the
the
set came with
individual kits did not.
I think that was a slap in the face because the fucking PGU doesn't come with water slides, but the fucking set of the Penelope and the Zai comes with it, and they're both fucking high grades. Like, why would you do that to me? But anyway, the point is, I don't particularly like it. I don't think it has anything special going for it other than, oh, look, it was in the movie that came out. Does that make sense?
I guess, yeah.
Because even
No,
with
the set has something going for it with the effect parts.
I would, yeah. I mean, the effect parts are definitely cool to like display and everything, but even then, I could not bring myself to ever even wanting to get one of those. It's just, and the Penelope don't even. It's chicken, right? Like,
Yeah.
like why didn't
For
you
the most
guys?
part.
Why didn't you guys mention the Zai or the Penelope set? Like, what do you guys see?
Oh,
Because obviously you guys don't
I've
think
got
it's
a whole
up there.
list of ones. Yeah, I mean, for me,
I own the set. I just haven't built it.
yeah, it's my issue is it with it. It kind of feels weird as a kit because the same like the Penelope, it's an HG, but it's sized almost like an MG, but without any MG bits, and it
Yeah.
feels kind of weird to kind of commit to it.
Yeah.
For me personally, the design is unique, and I quite dig something different. But at the same time, it comes with all of the parts that the annoyances that I find happen with an HG. So, for example, like with the Exile, the fingers, the fact that they're all hollow.
Yeah.
That's an immediate, like straight away before I've even built it, I'm gonna have to go do some extra work on.
Yeah.
And there's other obviously elements with it. The fact that it's all effectively like the flight form, I suppose, is like parts forming still.
Yeah.
There's no actual movement in any of the actual shoulders. So like there's parts of it. This is the reason why I personally didn't put it on my list, because I didn't feel it really pushed what high grades can do. It just felt like
Yeah.
here's a high grade of a kit, or sorry, of a actual Gundam. That's it. There's nothing more, no gimmicks, nothing special that it does over anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Same. It's not an engineering marvel. It's basically just an HG on steroids because it's skinny,
Yeah.
right? Like the issues are there and everything. And for me, the Kasai kind of looks like Starscream, and I don't dig that. Like the Michael Bay Starscream, not for
Yeah.
me.
Crow, I saw you look up, man. What are you thinking? I want to hear it. I want to hear it.
I looked
Okay.
up at my masterpiece, Michael Bay Starscream, and I was like, don't listen to him.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh no.
I do get it though. It's an
Okay.
acquired taste. I like the set just because of water slides, effect parts. I don't really like the Zai that much.
Yeah.
Is that how you pronounce it? Zai?
Zai. I don't know, man.
Z, whatever. Yeah, but I mean, I think it's one of those kits that just is gonna have a lot of shelf presence. So whenever I move, I'm gonna, like when I actually have my studio, I definitely want that to be one of like my center kits when people walk in. So it's kind of just idle right now. Maybe like the next 5 years, I'll probably get around to it.
Yeah. Okay. That's again respectful, and I think that those are extremely good reasons for everybody to not have it on their list. It's not by any means a bad kit. It's just not a WoW kit, and I completely I'm gonna piggyback on what Dronzy said. It's an HG on steroids. I think that's the perfect description for the Zai. Real quick, I'm gonna read the chat. Don't think I'm ignoring you guys. It's just that while people are talking, I don't like to interrupt them. So they were talking about, I think, message got retracted. Crow, no, I got a dominance. Mercenary says he got a dominance. So there you go, Crow. That was specifically for you. Noble Mech says I wanted that kit, but my wallet wasn't with it. Dominance and the Stormbringer are chimeras. All GM 2.0. I heard Jaggans are the bomb. Diggity. Magic, Mike, you can get the hell out of here. Because we know that the Jesta is the besta, all right? And then we got, they're just talking about Jestas and stuff. Yeah. But guys, I want to hear what your favorites are. Real quick, we're just going to do a quick summary of what we did. We're just going to list them off again. Old school, you want to list us just real quick? Your top three?
So, top still is going to be RG, the Hainu. The second, there's the Machine Dramon. And third, or joint third for me, is between the 132 Tyrannosaurus and the Architect Water airbrush ship.
Nice. Okay, there we go. Cool. Dronzy?
I forgot.
I fucking hate you, dude.
No, number 3 is HG, Gem in the Ass. RG, Mark 6. and number 1 is RG Wing TV version. So it's It's the year for 144s for sure.
Yeah. Okay. And then Crow.
Yeah, so number 3 would be the Gun Girl Lady Gun. Number 2 was the F00 high grade. Well, not high grades, but the 1/144 scale F00s, and then the Eclipse.
Nice. All right, and for me, it is the Stormbringer, the Eclipse, and of course, ultimately the RG New. Now, something we didn't mention, nobody said anything about, is the Virtue.
Mhm.
'Cause technically,
The Virtue was 2020,
I was-
right?
Technically, it's December 2021.
technically, it's December
Yeah.
of 2021.
Yeah. Just that nobody
So-
could get hold of it. That's the problem.
I'm gonna say this
Consider
right
that for
now
next year.
because I
Oh,
gotta
yeah, 2021. Okay.
do the review on
I
it.
think
But
I'm
that
curious.
thing is, I love it. And the reason I mention that is because DDK20. So I'm gonna read what the Discord people said. DDK20 said the MG Gundam Virtue Nadley second being the MG Gundam Mark 5, which is actually a very cool
Yeah.
kit that came out last year. We didn't
Yeah.
talk about
Yeah.
that.
Mhm.
Mark 5 is really cool.
Yeah, I've got a whole list of the P Bandai ones releases of the year. And yeah,
Yeah.
Mark 5 definitely is on there. The thing is, well, I like it. I like it and don't like it. The design doesn't appeal to me, but for what it is, this pure sizing, uniqueness of it, it's awesome.
Yeah.
And same with the Virtue. Again, just the giant size of it. Whew, that's gonna. Well, eventually, when I get my hands on it, if it ever turns up in the UK, then yeah, that will definitely be on the to build list this year.
Yeah, the Virtue is pretty cool.
Yep.
We got Gunpla Exile who says the HG Dagger L is his favorite. Dronzy says he sent one on IG. I don't know who this guy is. DDK20 says third, I guess. HG Nightingale. That's something we didn't speak about. The Nightingale was a big release, and it was nowhere on our list, and we didn't even mention it. I honestly did not like that kit.
I'm surprised. It's big. You like size.
Yeah.
I didn't like it because I'm just not a huge fan of the Nightingale design. Even though it's the original, I understand, I completely get it, but the Sasabi as like the charged counterattack to me is what it should look like. I just can't get behind the beetle kind of looking Nightingale design. And the thing also is the high grade. It doesn't have any movement. It's just the glorified statue high grade.
Yeah.
Does that
And
make
then
sense?
the skirt design too, right? Like the waist unit, right? Like right in front, it's really distracting for me.
Yeah.
The big old big,
Yeah.
as the kids say nowadays. So
Mm.
it's really distracting for me, and the proportions are really weird.
Yeah.
And like looking at it from a builder's point of view, it's so hassling to detail and
Yeah.
scribe. It's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Well,
definitely.
I think that's the bit that put off for me personally, is that even if it's a giant paperweight, I feel that kind of Bandai basically had these giant pieces of plastic and just went, that's good enough.
yeah,
They should have had something on there, considering how much space there was available. To
yeah,
have, They could have put a whole bunch of lines in there. Didn't have to be real grade level, just something.
yeah.
But it's just the fact it's literally just a big hunk of plastic.
Yes, I think that's
it's
the
just-
main thing. There's no detail. It's absent of detail, and I know that for a lot of people that's cool if you're into customizing, which is something that I always mention during my reviews. Is if you're a customizer, this is going to be great for you, but maybe it won't. But it's a high grade at that price. You're literally just charging me for like how big the plastic is, not for any detail or anything else.
Yeah.
Right? And there are zero gimmicks. Like I don't get it. But anyway, that's what DDK20 said. We're not saying that it's a bad kit. Well, actually, I am saying it's a bad kit because it's just a.
He's owned it. There you go. You
My
said it.
God, you
Millennium
dick.
Model Mayhem, what's up, man? Hope you're doing well, not eating any of those forbidden sprinkles. Magic Mike says he hates it because of the ding dong. No, I don't hate it. You
Okay,
missed
now we
it,
hate
Millennial.
ding-dongs.
We're literally like a couple minutes away from ending the show. I'm sorry, man. And then Magic Mike, I'll read yours. Yours is on IG. I'll have to look at that in a little bit. Noble Mecha says his favorite was the PG Unleashed, which I guess technically for the US it was released in 2021 because they didn't arrive in North America till January, February of 2021.
Okay.
So technically, it kind of does belong over there for some people. He also said the MG Jin, which is something we didn't talk about either, but it's not really a master grade; it's a 1/100. No, sorry, that was
Is that
the
the one?
Calamity.
What?
That was a
Yeah, the
Calamity.
Calamity's
Sorry.
one. Yeah.
There's a massive-
No, I still find that's going to be or has been the most probably underrated, under talked about kit that came out.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
because it seemed to come out and nobody cared. Literally,
Yeah.
like there was no fanfare for it. And as far as I was aware, it uses pretty much most of the similar inner frame of the Zaku Warrior.
Yeah.
So in theory, there should be the same sort of interchangeableness that you get with the Eclipse that you can chuck bits. So nobody talked about this at all last year. So yeah, I agree that should it's just I think there was no hype for it.
No, yeah.
Wasn't there like four of those? It wasn't like four of different like seed Zaku's. Like there was like Phantom, Blaze, Grays, Flames, Michelle. Like it was just a whole plethora of different ones that had rockets. One had a beam scythe.
Yeah.
Like it all looked the same to me. I'm sorry.
It just kind of, to me, it kind of blends in together.
Then we have one.
What's up?
I kind of want one.
No, drawn to get one, man. Nobody's saying.
No, I mean it's fine. If you want to peer pressure me out of it, it's fine, I guess.
Real quick, Drawnsy, could you tell us a little bit about your decor in the back behind you?
Oh yeah. Because everyone here has something in their background, and I have a really pretty wall, right? So it's my beloved HG, so Beyond Global. It's sideways because it's postmodern. It's an original Barbin.
Postmodern, okay.
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
I don't fucking know.
I still gotta. By the way, I still gotta send out the MG Jin to Rusty Gold. I've forgotten. It's still in here. Anyway, we got the Eva Curio. The Eva Unit 1 Mechagodzilla is the one that Noble Mecha put in there, and he actually mentioned it earlier in the chat. So I know that you like Godzilla.
It's actually pretty shit.
Jesus Christ.
It's made by I think a Yoshi. I think that's the brand.
Oshima. Yeah.
But everything's pre-colored, which is fantastic. So if you want to straight build it and just like straight out of the box, put it on the shelf, it does look good. Yeah. But man, some of the stuff just does not work together, and I think the articulation isn't really that great. But
that's fine, dude. We all have our opinions, okay? This is
I like it. It's on my shelf. I just wasn't.
Would you consider the value of what Oshima gave worth it?
No,
because I saw the price of it and was like, but
the price does not match the quality at all.
Then.
You're basically paying for Evangelion. That's all you're paying for, and we all know how that works out. You pay everything out of your wallet just to say I have Evangelion. Like I'm with the what do you call it for the non-fungible tokens? I'm on the
NFT.
The blockchain. Yeah, I'm on the blockchain of Eva. That's all you're saying.
God, that is cancerous. All right. The RG High New. The RG High New Noble Mecha says, and the Mac Gundramon figure rice kit. The Mac Gundramon? What is that?
Is that the Machine Dramon?
Gundramon. Machine Dramon is Machine Dramon. Gundramon's a whole different Digimon.
You have to educate us.
So Gundramon literally has just nothing but guns. Like its arms are guns. It has a gun on its face and all that shit. It's just everything's guns.
Oh, okay.
Machine Dramon does not. I don't think chronologically Machine Dramon digivolves into Gundramon. It might be in the same family, but I think they're separate entities.
I'm having to remember if they released a kit that looked like that.
No.
I'm sure I would have remembered something.
It's just Machine Dramon.
No, he may have accidentally called it a machine because the Machine Dramon turns into the Millenniumon, the High Machine Dramon, the Chaos Dramon, the Millennium Dramon, the Rusty Tyrannodemon.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
I know this. Like, you guys see that? I did watch the.
Well, I know Gundramon because I played the Gundramon deck back in BT5 or BT6.
Yeah.
So that was like my main deck.
You were all right. There we go.
Yeah, Jess, say something. Say something about Digimon TCG.
We're waiting.
I ain't saying shit.
Nerd. Digimon.
I don't hate Digimon.
Play solitaire like a real man.
All right. Anyway, anyway, Noel Mecha says the arm weapons don't don't like to stay on, but I just wanted it to paint it metallic colors. I'm just also gonna get a regular Curio. I think he's talking about the Ava.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the regular Cure was fine. I think you can get it for like $70. I think it's $70. Getting the regular Kiryu 3 was completely fine.
Yeah.
But the Ava for like $100 to $150, whatever the price is now,
Yeah.
it's not worth it.
You heard it from the collector, man. DDK said PG Unleashed is 2020. It is, like I said, but it did release. Like I said, sometimes it's weird, like for us in North America, because you guys in Asia get everything first, and we get it like months later, right?
Sucking nerds.
Jonesy says otherwise. No.
Well, not well. Okay.
He's shaking his head. It's like,
Yeah,
no,
Europe's
no.
screwed. Like, Europe is definitely the worst.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
okay.
I will agree. There is a reason why I call it the island of no Gunpla.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Atros said, Koto Megami device Asura Tamanam. I can't say that.
Ooh, I'd forgotten about that one. Yes.
Let me.
That is
Wait.
impressive
I want to
looking
hear
kit.
him say it. I want to hear Jess say it.
I'm not even gonna try. I'm just gonna butcher it, and then you guys are gonna make
No,
fun
no,
of me.
try it.
No,
Try it.
I also want you just to go type it into Google as well, please. Go
Kotobuki and
Ta
Pneumonia.
Tamamonome.
Is that the
Yes.
one that has like the white armor with like the little ball Haro thing?
I'm not sure if
Is
that.
Oh,
as far as
it's-
I
yeah.
remember, I thought it was the one that has got the wings that look like the full cloth crossbone. If
Oh, you
that's
might be
right.
right, yeah.
I think it's that one.
Yeah.
How do you spell that?
Yeah, throw it up on your.
Yeah, it's there. It's
Google.
there.
I'll say. Oh, I can't see it. But yeah. Here we go. Yeah. I think it's a cool design. I'm just not a big fan of. I know this will sound totally weird and totally odd, but I'm not a big fan of boobs.
Yeah. Hey, it's,
I can't display
Yeah.
that. Sorry. It can't.
Look.
It just can't go up there.
to me, I don't have like, and I'm sure Old School and I share the same sentiment. I love women, right? I love my wife.
Oh yes, yeah.
But I just feel
Mhm.
weird, not because I don't talk about sex. It's just it's weird.
Why are you looking at her? Why are you looking at her when you said that?
Wait, look
I
at
don't like
it.
talking
It's
about
over
sex.
here.
You looked up. You're like, I love my wife.
She's not here. Just comes down and slaps in the face. But yeah, I agree with Old School. I just can't. I have the Osco one, but it's turned around. It's so, to me, it's so weird how it's just a little uncomfortable how detailed they did like the waist area. Like,
Did you
can
buy a
see-
little jacket just to cover it up?
No, it's
wish
not
I
about
had.
covering it up. I'm completely fine with the female body. Like I can look at it, any day, fucking any minute. But it's weird because it's a plastic kit. I don't know. It's
Fucking creep.
I don't know. I'm not shitting on you, Crow. I love you, dude. I love you with all my heart. But I just
Remember when we had that conversation when I had the resin vagina for my
that's
model
awesome.
kit?
I think those are fucking cool. You had like dildos and
Wow.
shit too, right?
Yeah, I got the heat dildo.
That's fucking
Because like I
sick.
basically
That's
because
fucking
I still
sick.
have it. Like, you cut the handle of a beam heat hawk
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
put the dildo on it and you just spray paint it with clear red.
Cassandra Ghost makes a good point. He says, I have kids, I can't display that either. Right? I don't have kids. It's just, if I have people over, I don't want them to think that I'm over here doing like some word I'm not going to say tribute to that thing with that doll,
See, this is the difference between us. Like I probably, if you know what Alpha Max is, for my people in the chat who knows what Alpha Max is, I probably displayed all my plastic boobs right when you come in this door. You walk in, you're gonna see tits, and you will like it. That's art.
That's art.
Yep.
It's not, what was it?
As soon
Isn't
as
that
they,
from The Office?
I can't wait till they start making. No, well, not in the office. Like I'm not a degenerate. Okay.
That's what
a
I'm talking
respectable
about.
person.
That's what I'm talking
I'm talking about my
about.
house.
Yeah.
In my
you come
house,
my
I'll do it
home-
here in my office. I'll do it here in my office. Like, for example, I
Oh,
just
okay,
have
yeah.
I just don't want it to be in a place where I have, like, for example, I have friends over tomorrow because today's my birthday and we're gonna celebrate it tomorrow. So, I'd like to display my stuff, but I also just feel a little uncomfortable looking at it. Like, for me, when I was a kid, I had a bunch of Playboy magazines, right? And I had the centerfolds and everything, but just because I have the centerfolds doesn't mean I'm gonna go out and cut them on my wall. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
You just like to do it in private.
Yeah,
Look,
for me it's just.
I show off. I show off my hardcovers of the Blue Girl volumes 1 to 9 proudly, because that's art. All right.
It's art. Okay.
Yes.
I think that's something that should be.
Okay.
The people should speak about. It's the sexuality when it comes to these things, right? Because of course you can look at it and not look at it as a sexual object, but for me it's more of what other people are going to perceive the moment they see it.
Yeah.
That's the thing for
it.
me. You know, because I don't look
You
at
need to be
Oscar.
educated.
I don't I don't look at the Oscar figure I have downstairs in my entertainment system and think, wow, she's so hot. I'm just like, that's Oscar from Evangelion. You know what I mean?
I just
George
bird box
Mom is a
them.
Misato
Just
one.
keep their eyes open. Yeah.
You're that crazy guy. He's like, look at it. Anyway,
Yep.
but yeah, it's just I'm so. This is what I mean. This is the kind of conversations I want to fucking have. I don't want to just sit here, you know. Like I want to be. That's what I want GTS to be, is for me to be able to speak of that kind of stuff without having to worry about anybody. You know, the whole PC bullshit, right? I'll respect
Okay,
people,
so
but I do.
Next
wanna talk
episode's all
about
about boobs, yeah?
It's all about boobs.
Yeah.
We'll be talking about
I'll
the best
pass.
model
I'll pass
kits with
with
boobs.
I'll bring some.
You guys
I'll
go
bring the
ahead.
toys and the examples,
Yeah.
the charts.
I love
I
it.
got a slide for it.
There you go. Educate us all. I love it.
No, Penguin
You guys
Rampage. It's not
enjoy.
about what they think about my choice of kits. It's just, look. Unfortunately, okay, let's be honest. Unfortunately, the, what's it called? The culture behind kits like that and the whole anime thing and having like big boobs and all that, for in some way has been ruined by community members, right? Because they kind of make it creepy and shit, right? Can we agree with that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's the
Yeah,
part
yeah,
where
I
I'm
guess
coming
so,
from.
yeah.
That's the part I'm coming from. Because for me, for example, I love art, right? And Boris Vallejo is my favorite artist of all time when it comes to like fantasy art. And he draws a lot of he paints a lot of anatomy and naked women and naked men, and I love that. But I know that other people would see it as kind of like creepy. You know what I mean? That's the part.
Yeah.
That's where I come
Fuck
from
'em.
with this kind of stuff.
Fuck them.
Fuck him. I love it. I love it. Gundam Seed Exhibit. A.
Now I will say, if you at minimum lick one of the tits of a plastic model, then you go into a whole different realm of.
That's what I mean. What if people come in and like
if you do that,
Yeah.
but you can grope, you can. That's fine.
No.
But once there's actual DNA, again,
No. No.
I'm being serious.
No. Not like this. Not this early.
it's only 11
Oh, my-
a.m.
Only 11.
Well, it's 12 p.m. for me. I'm good. I'm just saying, once there's DNA attached, that's when you start having an actual contract, a binding contract. You don't want that.
Oh, God.
DNA binding contract. Anyway, the point is,
Yeah.
I don't even know how we got into this. Let's go back to the Discord thing so we can finish this off. Atris also said the Bandai MG Virtue and MG Eclipse and the Eastern model Mark 50.
Mark 50? Oh, the Iron
Ooh,
Man.
yeah, Iron Man.
Yeah. I love how fucking Grumpy said, "Don't lick it, note it." Like, thank you.
Yeah. Follows instructions.
You're good with any fucking kits that have boobs. Just don't lick them. All right, that's the number one rule. Don't lick them. But I'm sorry, guys. Anyway, Gundam Anime Studio, and then yeah. So let me go into real quick. This is way longer than it should have been. I hope I'm not keeping you guys, except for maybe old school
No,
who wants to go to
It's
sleep
all
or
good,
something.
man. No.
I do have
Okay,
like
good, good.
a small window, like 10 more minutes.
All right.
Yeah.
So let me finish this off real quick, and we'll be done. So how do I check my stories here? I go into archive, and then I can look at my answers and stuff, right? Yeah. Where is it? It's over. Give me a second, guys. I don't want to. All right. So does the PGU count Hydroponica? Yes, it does count if you're in North America, which you are. Noble Mecha said the RG Hainu is his top and favorite kit of last year. Mike says Supernova, Berserk, Fury, and Stormed Tyrant. The
Yes.
Yeah, it's big ones.
Yeah.
YJL
the third
Trident
party. Yeah, third party.
weapon
Zoids.
and Extra Repair 3. Gundam got the Drons, of course, says the RG Wing TV. Gunpla Surgeon says the MG Virtue. So very nice. There we go. All right. So anyway, the point is 2021 was a great year for kits. I think 2022 is going to be even better. With that said, I think it's time to close it off, guys. All of the kits that we mentioned today, except for the shit and trash list that Crow had, get, right? Or get them if you like being a masochist and you like building bad things. Go for it.
You like pain.
Yeah. Dronzy, Old School, and Crow, I want to thank you guys for being on today. Hopefully we can do this again.
It's a pleasure, man. Thank you very much.
And guys,
Thank you.
look out for a new GTS. Everything's going to be changing. I'm going to get into content creating at the moment I get my tabletops from IKEA and stuff. A lot more stuff is going to be coming out. And with that said, we will see you on the next one. Take care and see ya.
Laters.